What's up guys, Anton here at DPR, and this week I wanted to show you some new pickups that we just purchased and the importance of quarantine racks, but also we're in a very special room, so if you're ready, let's jump right into that. Alright, so this rack, this is the rack we use when we quarantine any animals. It's super important in any collection because as much as I can, as I want to trust other people, either I buy from very renowned breeders or smaller scale breeders, everything that I purchase gets in there for at least a month. The importance of doing that quarantine on your animals, it's truly crucial. You don't know what's in somebody else's collection. And the thing is, even if you buy from a very reputable breeder and you trust them entirely, sometimes some of their animals are shipped together with somebody else's animals. Mostly here in Canada, in US you have direct shippings, which is pretty good. But here, all of our animals needs to go through a third party that's going to group all the animals and then ship them directly in Canada and then spread those shipping to different customers. So in one box means that you can have with your snake, other snake that can come from at least a dozen or even 20 different breeding facilities. And during that shipping, anything that could be in there could get spread, or if it's mites, infections, or whatever, it's a very small possibility, but since we take such great care of our animals, we do not want anything to go in our racks before we can actually check on them. So when we receive new animals, what we like to do here, we have this quarantine rack. It will stay there for a little bit, and the very first week, for at least the first poo, what we will do is we'll put a Scott towel as a bedding, so we will really be able to tell if there's anything inside the animal. It is very unlikely with captive bred snakes that anything would happen, but it's a really good thing to do, let's say for import animals or wild caught or something like that. This is truly crucial. You want to see if your animal has parasites of any sorts. Also for mites, it is super easy to spot mites on a paper bedding. So this is a really helpful tip. And then during that time, we'll do a little bit of a prevent spray for mites. We use either permethrin or ivermectin, and we use that. So we do a preventive spray if anything happens, if there's any type of mites or parasites on the animals. So this is basically our process. So our new pickups are in this rack, so let's check them out. All right, the first two snakes that we have to show, these are truly interesting. They're coming from April at ALP Morphs. Great breeder here where we have in Canada. Just went and picked them up this week. So I'm really thrilled to have these two girls. And it was really a gamble because these two snakes that we can look right now, this is a yellow belly spot nose, and this one is actually a fire yellow belly. What's really special about these girls is that they are both 50% double head desert ghost and clown. So that means that 1 out of 4 chances, so 25% chance, that one of these snakes will prove double head desert ghost clown. And with such genes, it is a gamble that I'm willing to take. And the coolest part about it is that even if they don't prove to be double head desert ghost and clown, they can either prove to be head clown or head desert ghost and be really useful in that project. It's really hard to tell on these animals if they are, if there's any sign of being head for something or for the other. It could be either head clown or head desert ghost that is kind of tweaking a little bit the animal. Both of them, like that, especially that spot nose yellow belly, is incredibly bright. That fire yellow belly is beautiful as well. But we also picked up another snake from her. Actually, it's their sister, and she is phenomenal. And this one right here is the real crown jewel of that whole clutch. This is their sister, which is a Orange Dream yellow belly fire spot nose 50% double head desert ghost clown. These three girls, I said it's 1 out of 4, so 25% chances of one of them proving out to be double head desert ghost clown. To be honest, if there was one I would really love to prove, it's definitely that ODYB yellow belly. ODYB fire spot nose, too many genes. These three snakes, these three girls, are going to be key elements in the future because, you pay a fraction of the price of what you would pay for some 100% double heads. And with such great genes added on top, these can only bring good things in your collection. They take a little bit of space, but if you're willing to take that gamble, if the reward is great, well, it will be amazing. And these are just a little bit of a taste for the brand new pickup that we purchased in 2021 that we haven't received yet. It's still in the USA. It's being fed right now. It is the most expensive we ever bought here at DPR. And to give you just a little hint, it will fit perfectly with these girls. When I mean perfectly, I mean really perfectly. All right, so this next pickup is from my really good buddy Khalil from 514 Reptiles. He is working with a crazy great quality of Blackheads, and for one reason or another, I've never bought Blackhead from him, and this female was really the best chance to get one. This is a leopard Blackhead, 100% het desert, 50% het pied. It's just a power-packed animal that displays the best of the best from the Blackhead project. That deep black coloration, that head that is like, you kind of lose those banding on the eyes for getting that beautiful deep black head basically. And I think that the Desert Ghost version of this is just going to be a perfect blend of contrast. All that brown coloration, that dorsal stripe and those kind of connected sides, they're all going to be super bright from the Desert Ghost while keeping the black. This animal is just a true powerhouse. I am super stoked to have that. Not even talking about the 50% het pied part of it. Even if she doesn't improve, I am super thrilled to have such a female in my collection. All right, this last one is probably the one that I'm most excited to add into my collection. It's also from Khalil. I'm working a lot with the Sentinel and Paint project. Basically, it's the same gene. Well, we think it's the same gene. And I have a bunch of them in my racks. I never really made a video on them because I want to take the time to produce something really cool before making a video on Paint and Sentinels. They are phenomenal. It's one of the most exciting projects that I feel like there's out there in the hobby that is really untapped. Well, I'll stop talking, and this animal right here, this is a fire leopard, 100% double het Sentinel clown. This animal is just not only breathtaking when you look at her, but the true power behind such a snake. Having those double head girls are right now, like buying those double head girls is a truly important thing in order to make those beautiful double visual in the future. And having the opportunity to get that fire and leopard in there is just a true powerhouse female, and I'm super stoked to see what we're going to be able to produce in the future. And that ringer at the end of the tail is mind-blowing. I cannot believe that I was able to put my hand on such a beautiful snake. She is just mesmerizing, and you can still see a little bit that the het Sentinel part is tweaking a bit that fire leopard look, but she is phenomenal. I have no other words than just quality, and I'm so stoked and so blessed to have the opportunity to buy such an animal. Thank you again, Khalil. They will be super important part of the future here at DPR. So guys, when I said that we are in a very special room, well, I have a big announcement that I've already made, in the past this year. We are officially moving DPR Cold Blood. We're upstairs in this building, but now we're taking over NBK's baby room, basically. So this entire room is going to be the next DPR room. We're more than doubling our space. We have already ordered 2 new racks, the Freedom Breeder Pro lines from the big adults female. We're going to have some hatchlings there eventually. The males are going to be there. We're going to have 2 5540s from ARS that are going to be right there for holdbacks females. We're going to have this corner there to have some special projects. We are also working with a bunch of king snakes, some hognose, and we just recently jumped back into the blood pythons. So this entire room is going to be the future of DPR for the next couple of years. It was much needed because up there in the room, I was able to touch the ceiling. Now it's a really good feeling to have some space. We'll have some space to work and space to add more animals and just do everything better. So we're super thrilled to have the opportunity to get this room. There's a lot of work to do there. I want to do a bunch of new things here. The way it looks right now is going to be far from what it's going to look like in a few months. We will start working there very shortly, and we will basically take you guys along that process of getting that room ready for us. All of the little things that we're going to change, things that we want to improve, and we have a bunch of ideas, so we're going to bring you into that process. I am super thrilled to be here, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what it's going to look like eventually. And on this, I hope you enjoyed this video. And on this, guys, be sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and go visit our morph market. We'll see you next week. Cheers and stay tuned.